let's break it down. Let's go over the song in waves, and let's start with the beef and the diss track, because that's probably the most interesting part. You're a spineless whore for the pretty and vain. This person cares about LA influencers and cares about looking good and who's hot, and they always surround themselves with who's hot, and they act like they form friendships, because that's what I thought. I thought we were forming a genuine friendship, but it was all about clout. They're a whore for the pretty and vain. Line one. Line two, yeah, you know how to work that little sycophant parade. They have like a parade of people in LA that are just these rich kids, and it's so interesting. They're all rich kids, and I can't out them, because this like there's like it. I get called the industry plant. I came from Fort Collins, Colorado. I never had the support from my dad ever once in my career. It was always all of these things, and so it became this whole. These rich kids who work their sycophant parade, but when you get hate, they'll X you out. And it's like, dude, hate doesn't exist in real life. So it's like a popularity contest to these people. So, so anyways, that's an interesting thing. By the way, I can't answer your questions, and I'm not going to answer your questions because it's not, you guys don't know things. So for everyone guessing, I don't guess, because you guys might start fake rumors, which please do not start those. I'm counting on you guys, because and let it be known right now, I'm not condoning anyone going after anyone or, anyways, but it is personal. And I will confront them one day soon, but not yet. So we have to gather our forces before we confront them. Anyways, but when a bullet hits your infantry, you'll walk away. Wouldn't want your dress to tear or get a stain. Basically, look, I was getting hate. I was getting bullied by a large amount of people on the internet. And then they, at that time, cut off our friendship, all connections, whatever they could, because they couldn't get a stain on their career. I was a stain on their career rather than an actual friend. And that just made me realize they never saw me as a friend to begin with. It was all made up. So anyways, there's some tea right there. Yeah. And by the way, if any of you guys start saying things about them, you're ridiculous, because I haven't confirmed anything. So no reason to start anything, because you guys don't know. Yeah, so anyways, so there's the story. You stay high and dry. They're always high and dry. You know, hanging with the LA, stay cool. Then left us to die. They literally left Cam and I because they thought that we were going to fall off. They thought that TX2 was going to be a fall off who was going to get hate. And guess what? They were fucking wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? But it made me mad, and that's why we blew up. And we figured out all these live video things. So don't expect us to care when you cry. You're safe inside. They'll all try to save you. No matter what these people do, they're just gonna be loved. And while we're waiting in the rain, I was like, damn, I'm out here promoting a message that I really care about. You know, I talk about trans rights. I talk about, ICE, fuck ICE. I talk about things that make some people mad. But you're going to just leave me out in the rain and to me, I'm like, damn, you never even cared about the alternative scene and rock and any of these things to begin with. It is all it's all a made up thing that you like pretend to care about. So I'm like, damn. So, all right. Anyways, we're out here in the rain. We're digging graves. No one came to save us, because we're waiting in the rain. No one has saved us. I'm an industry plant. Dude, the industry is against me. Literally, there's like, oh, but you get the Ice 9 the Ice 9 Kills, and all of the bands who supported me that publicly are the only bands that ever support us. That, like, everything else is like, no one wants to be associated with us because they're afraid of getting hate. So we're out here left in the rain. And then that's why I was thinking, by the way, don't unfollow people, guys. It's not that. Don't unfollow those people. It's not that. You guys you can't unfollow someone because you think it's about them. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't be doing these things. So, because please, whatever you do. Anyways, so but anyways, I was just left high and dry. That also like fucked with me, because like it wasn't just there was a few people who, like, when TX2 started getting hate, they just dissociated, leaving us. Because then it was like, damn, how are we ever going to get out of this mess? No one wants to hang with us. We're the uncool kids who get made fun of. How are we going to blow up? And we still figured it out. So it's good. And it's so funny that these people ended up coming back around anyways, because it's like, damn, now we got big enough that you can't deny us. So you've got a perfect poker face. Too bad your words are like a bad politician apologizing for slurs. I mean, it's pretty obvious we're making like a joke and a metaphor here for like, oh, you're gonna, you know, you're a good, it's kind of like, you know, oh, you always seem to say the right things and everyone believes you. But truth be told, I know what's going on behind the scenes. You fucking fake ass snake fuck. Now, class, what do we think that one's about? What do you think, you fucking snake ass fake fuck? What's that a metaphor for? That's a metaphor for Evan got a little cranky and sassy. There's no metaphor there. You burned a bridge and watched the casualties pile up without a care for what you did. You'll never starve like us. And this person comes from a rich background. They're rich, and so they'll never know what it. Look, if TX2 doesn't make it in music, Cam and I are broke. We are absolutely hitting a rock bottom, and we're gone. Like we have to make it, or we have no choice. I mean, we literally have debt with this career. So, but this person will never have to deal with debt. You won't fucking feel a hit. They'll never have to deal with hate. Because they're always the golden child. They're the rich kids who don't have to deal with this. And you're a wolf in sheep's clothing that I used to call friend. Only can I see these things in hindsight. So there's the story. Were there other and watch the casualties pile up. So also keep in mind some of these things are a combination with the actual story in the album. So the casualties pile up. There wasn't actual casualties, but in the there's people who are turning into vampires, and the vampire government doesn't care. They're killing people in large amounts. Sorry, there's so many things going on here, but that's the story of these verse 2 lyrics. Same thing in the chorus. We're waiting in the rain. So the bridge is like an elongated. We have to deal with the shit. We are out in the rain, still waiting in the rain. Your jackets are free of stains. You don't have to deal with the bullshit we do. You're a rich kid who never has to avoid hate at all costs. And while you walk away, I hope your umbrella breaks. Obviously a metaphor. And then your fast fashion jacket and jeans hide your hate. Interesting. Yet you laugh at the actions of those without fame. True story. And you lack self-awareness, but that's okay, because you're the favorite child. They'll love you anyways. They'll love you anyways. They'll love you anyways. While we are still waiting in the rain. And the story here that I hope you relate to is I wasn't given the golden gift, easy, a fucking path for any of this shit. And I see people all around me who have. And I speak now to any of you out there. If you don't come from a rich background, if you don't come back from an easy in, your parents, whatever it is, no matter what it is, I believe you can do it. It doesn't fucking matter. You can come from anywhere and make your dream come true as long as every day you show up. Every day, no matter how many people show up in my live streams, I will go live. Every day I will post, no matter how many people watch it. I'll post multiple times until I find a good post for the day. You can't stop me, and I hope all of you adapt this mindset. And I'm sure some of you guys relate where the rain in your life is all the bad circumstances you have to deal with, while you watch other people who don't have to deal with that get the limelight. And that being said, we stick together and we wait in the rain together. That is my belief in this song, and I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on this song now. So any questions here? This is the rain. It's a metaphor for all of the shit that life brings on us. It could also be a metaphor for the vampire government attacking the resistance, and it could also be a metaphor for friends who leave you when things get tough. Okay, the rain gives vendetta vibes, definitely. So relatable. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that, Taylor. Glad you love it. Yeah, there's some tea here. Any thoughts on this? Are you angry, Timmy Thomas? Nah, not the song's out. I'm not angry. Now that they are trying to crawl back, I'm not angry. I won't fuck with them. I won't forget it. But fuck it. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. How many of you guys feel like you are in the rain yourselves? I'm very curious. I'm very curious how many of you feel like you guys felt. Well, just remember that's the point of this movement. I want this to be more than a fan base. That's why I call it a movement. That's what this is. We stick together, and I'm counting on every single one of you. The only way we all get out is together. So if some member of this movement is going through something, please listen to them. Check in with them. At the very least, we stand in the rain together. And I think the cool thing about the X movement and TX2, and I remember hearing this from someone recently, is, dude, I don't make music for the cool kids. You get bullied for fucking saying you listen to TX2, which sucks. That sucks. For right now, I swear to God, that's gonna change when we get really big and then everyone's this. But that shit sucks. But at the very least, we have each other, and I hope you guys feel that is what the reign is about. So, what do you guys think? It will not erase us. Any thoughts on this? So the song is a giant metaphor for TXT, kind of. You know, it's also like you can, all right, if you like look over these lyrics, you're a spineless whore for the pretty and vain. This is also about, if you look at it from the perspective of the main character leading the resistance, speaking on the leader of the vampires. Neo is the name of the leader of the vampires and the character, and also a friend of mine, by the way. I love Neo. Neo slays. She's a queen. You saw her in the Feed music video. You might see her again very soon. Yeah, so she leads the vampires. So you're a spineless whore for the pretty and vain. That could also be that you know how to work your sycophant parade. That's the media and the vampires. But when a bullet hits your infantry, you'll walk away. Literally, a soldier who could, you guys see how this works in that way, wouldn't want your dress to tear or get a stain. Ironically, the main character of the vampires also wears a dress. So so there's that. You stay high and dry, then left us to die, so don't expect us to care when you cry. You're safe inside, they'll all try to save you. Well, we're still waiting. You see what it works. It works in that way too. Yeah. That's the story of this song. It's a song for revenge, and yeah, I guess if you call yourself a freak and identify as that, fuck it. Yeah, it's for us. The people who are waiting in the rain. Someone asked if there's a music video for the, yes. There is a music video you will see, but you'll see there's a twist. It's not a traditional music video. It's completely story based, and then that'll be a lead-in for what's coming next, which you'll all see soon. Yeah, I hope you guys connect the song. I hope it means something to you, and just want to say I'm very, very thankful for all of you showing up to listen to me yap and ramble about the new song, and I hope you guys like it. The rain is out. Keep blowing it up. Watch videos on repeat, and thank you guys all for showing up for us. See you guys soon, and thank you again.